Hey, Ram, brother, where are you? Are you here?
Huh?
Where are you? You get lost? Oh.
Who are all these people? I've been walking through this beautiful land of śrīnivāsa-īśvara, our holy place. And so many strange people here. You know where they came from?
I think so. They came from, look at them, all over the world. Like Hong Kong, Belgium, Croatia, America, Lithuania, everywhere. London.
All of the world?
Everywhere.
I wonder who has the longest road to cover here to our place in Navadvip. Who came the longest distance? Hong Kong. Where is Hong Kong?
You will have to learn that, don't worry. Not essential. You're in the right place now. So that's
But tell me, you know everything. You coming around all the marketplaces. By the way, did you hear there is a new marketplacing open here called the Marketplace of the Holy Name?
That sounds serious.
You ever went shopping there?
Yeah.
I should go. Very sweet. Very sweet. But do you know what they're doing here?
I heard something. There is some very, very important personalities gathered here.
Huh.
Have you noticed?
Ha!
Have
I
you
saw
noticed?
I saw one in quite bright orange. Very serious scholar type. Looks like professor.
This is a very honored guest. We have you actually. This is our His Holiness Krishna Kshetra Swami.
Krishna Kshetra Swami! What a name! Sounds like a thunderstorm of knowledge. Krishna Kshetra. Very nice. Where is he?
Look, he has honored us with his association here. He said he will stay with us for some time.
Maharaj. His divine power forces me to bow down. Hare Krishna. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Who are all these other? I see some white people. They all come from all over the world.
All over. They are amazing. You just meet one, you'll see your life change. We have Dira Lalita there. I found out everything from her. Whatever I will say today, you'll hear so much.
So she's also a scholar?
She is. We have so many assembled. Special devotees here. More are coming.
Saintly people here. Very honored. But what did they do here?
You know what? Secret. They all follow another personality. This is Srila Prabhupada.
I know Srila Prabhupada.
You tell me.
So, but what they doing here?
Well, they called it, actually, Maharaj called it, something very special. It's called Devotional Creativity Retreat.
Wow!
All ears. What does that mean?
Yes, I'm also wondering. Previously, people came here to make Navadvip Model Body Club.
That's part of it. That's the best part.
So, what will they do? Maybe I, at some point, can join them.
I think you should give it a try, definitely. First of all, we'll hear what devotional creativity means. What is it about? Is it about devotion? Is it about just being creative? I think it has to do a lot with improvisation, something that we're doing here. And
You're improvising, I'm not.
And I've heard once that in improvisation, you cannot do mistakes. There's no wrong things. That
No.
makes it nicer.
Everything goes.
So, let's see how all this evolves. But we will have some interesting pilgrimage coming up for sure.
Oh.
In Navadvip,
Oh.
right here. Everybody came right here.
Oh.
We do not have to go anywhere. But
Oh.
now,
But did you hear something about, do they have a program?
very much program. Very big program. Yes, program is very,
There's
very...
another saintly person. His name is Akila Prabhu. Haribo! He's also follower of the Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, no doubt. No doubt. We're very grateful to have him. So, you want to hear more about the program?
Yes.
Let's try.
Huh.
You see, everybody entered. You saw that? Everybody knows where they are. It's welcome to Navadvip.
Huh.
So we are in the right place. Everybody came.
Huh.
And now we will dive deeper.
In the Ganga.
Essence of Navadvip. Also. That's the part of it. It gets too hot otherwise. So,
Getting wet?
and look at this. Look at all this art around.
It's quite beautiful display of our Lord Sri Hari.
I think it's more than beautiful. It's amazing. Out of this world. I heard this was Kaveri. Kaveri who made all these paintings. Amazing.
From America.
America.
From Argentina. She cannot come.
She didn't come, but she's here, you see? She came.
She's sending her heart.
Yes. And all this will help us to open our hearts to Navadvip as well. So let's see what's happening. You
Yes.
want to know? Okay, so Digaladita told me that we will have a little opening speech by our Krishna Kshetra Swami, so we can find out more what devotional creativity means. Why are we here? So why everybody just came here? And we will maybe sing a little bhajan if we manage to set up. And then we will have singing in front of the lordships. There will be drama even. Drama. In the air.
For me, every day is drama.
You know how usually your friends call you? Dramananda. That's
This other Swami.
Yes, that's your name. So, what do you think?
Tell
Is
me
it
more
time?
about the program.
Oh, more? You want to know everything?
You said you will read the program.
Everything. There is more next day. Tomorrow is full day of activities. Get ready. Please get good rest. Get good water. It's hot here. And tomorrow we go for pilgrimage. We go through all the 9 islands.
That sounds exciting. Long time I didn't do this.
Yes. So you can guide us tomorrow. Because you're home here. You can guide us.
I thought the Lalita will guide.
For sure. She's everywhere. She will be there for sure.
She's super soul.
And what else we have? We have lots of kirtans. We have a lot of prasadam. And we have a picnic, which is a surprise. I have no clue what's happening. So sorry. We'll find out. Adari Chandrika knows everything.
Something food?
Also,
I will come.
I heard Nandi Mukhi was a long time in the kitchen. No, Sitarani was a long time in the kitchen. She was preparing picnic goodies.
When I hear Nandi Mukhi, that name, my tongue creates already a river on it.
And you saw, when everybody entered the temple, we had this amazing chandan. Is it chandan? Sandalwood.
Huh.
That's offered to our Lord.
Huh.
You can tell more about your Lord.
Why not? You mean that personality here? Sri Prahlad Lakshmi Nrsimhadev?
Yes.
Ah. He actually disappears. This is how he is. You think you have him, he disappears. Bhakti Bihari ki jai! Yes.
Wonderful, thank you for that. And
But he is reciting deity here. He is Lord Gauranga, appearing in his form as Narasimha to protect his devotee who follow footsteps of Sri Prahlad Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
So everybody come here, take shelter, follow Sri Prahlad Maharaj. Business done. Go back home. for sure.
So easy. Wonderful. By your blessings. So, what do you think?
Maharaj is coming here, giving knowledge, giving the path,
Should we?
carving out the path. We just have to follow him, and then we will go back home. All together.
I agree. I heard that from śacī-nandana Swami some years back. So you will hear, don't worry, you don't have to know everything now. But what do you think? Should we hear from Maharaj? He has definitely more to say than us, so.
If you stop speaking, then...
It's okay. You can say more later, don't worry. You want to invite Maharaj, please.
Invite him, okay. So, dear Swamiji, please come in our honored seat, be in our midst, and tell us something about your divine realizations with what we can go forward in our life. That would be very great. His Holiness Krishna Kshetra Swami Maharaj ki! Jai! Hare Krishna.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Sacharine Nirvishya Shunyavani Shatari Vancha Kalpatarayasya Kripa Sindhurayasya Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Godesha Gopikananta Radha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadādhara Śrīnivāsa-īśvara Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you all for coming. From all the various faraway places. There's more space, by the way. There's a lot of space around here, and there's more space that way. Yeah, it's a little too strong. And maybe we should open that window above you, Navaki. And so that we can breathe. Breathing is sometimes useful. Yeah, so the question is, what is this festival about? And indeed, we're calling it a devotional creativity retreat, which is kind of a creative title. There you are. Oh, sit, your chair is waiting for you. Madhavananda Prabhu ki jai. You're just in time. So I was just announcing what this is all about. Yeah. We're calling it a devotional creativity retreat. Wow. And we thought this is a very creative title for what we're doing. And so I want to say a couple of things about this idea of creativity. And I want to start with Srila Prabhupada's definition of bhakti. How many times, maybe you know, how many times Srila Prabhupada used, he used the expression devotional service.
More than 3 or 4.
At least 10 or 11. Or was it 10,000 or 11,000? Devotional service. Usually the word bhakti has been translated in English language simply as devotion. Srila Prabhupada made a significant addition by saying devotional service. And sometimes you are going to... okay. This is for your... you can make a running commentary.
I can run?
No, we just came. No running. Not yet. Sometimes Srila Prabhupada would speak of performing devotional service. We perform devotional service. I always wondered, well, does that mean like we should always be like we're on a stage? Or what? And that's always kind of stuck with me, that we perform devotional service, which the idea of performance, usually we think of something formal, although improvisation is also a form of performance. But this, I would suggest, brings in, or it invites us to reflect what it means to do devotional service as a performance, not so much for a public show, although this can be a very important type of performance, but devotional service as performance for the Lord. And that leads me to think about what are the residents of the spiritual world doing. They're also doing devotional service, isn't it? And how are they doing their devotional service? Could we say that they're performing devotional service? We might. And if they're performing devotional service, what are the implications? And what I want to say is, I think hinted further by Srila Prabhupada's translation of one line in the Bhagavad Gita. This is in chapter 2, verse 50, I think. The line is yoga karmasu koshalam. And the word koshalam, Srila Prabhupada translates as art. Yoga, the art of activity, or the other way around. Karma is the yoga, no, how does he put it? Yoga, the art of activity. He doesn't say it exactly like that, but he uses the word art for koshalam. Now, art, what do we think of when we think of art? Well, we see some art. Have you seen the artwork here? Yeah. Yeah. So there are many different types of art. We think of course, visual, graphic art. We can think of musical art. We can think of all the performing arts. There are many different performing arts. And all of this has been very, very richly developed in India, going back to very ancient times, and developed to a high point in our Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. And the word that encapsulates the experience of art, you all know it, it's rasa.
Many flies.
Yes, many flies. Many flies? Artistic flies. So, from day one, when we meet devotees, we come to a community of devotees, to a temple, devotees. The devotees are very happy to welcome us and then engage us in devotional service. You have this experience. You walk in the temple, you must have had this experience. Came in the temple, what happened?
I started coming to the temple and they said, you should wash the dishes. And I've just been here ever since.
Were you artistically washing the dishes?
Maybe.
You were devotionally washing the dishes.
I think of art and bhakti, that the closest thing to art, or the closest thing to bhakti in this world, I feel is art.
Mm.
And both of them have so many similarities. They're both an individual expression. If in art you do something, you're a musician, but you do something just to make money, people say that's not, you sold out, that's not really art. And similarly with devotion, with bhakti, if you do something just to become famous or get money, that's not really bhakti. In art, if you steal someone else's song or copy a painting from someone else, that's not really art, that's plagiarism. And in bhakti, you can't just copy someone else's devotion, it has to be original, it has to be from the heart. In art, you may have a school teaching painting, and maybe there's 1,000 students. And out of those 1,000 students, if 2 of them become actual artists, you'll be very happy. And the other 998 become good craftsmen. And they know how to make faces and lines and whatever like that, but they can't really express their heart. In a similar way, I humbly feel that in our temples we may have 1,000 devotees, 1,000 persons, and 998 may be religious, and that's very good. But if we produce 2 pure devotees, 2 genuine devotees, that's a very amazing thing. There's many similarities to art and devotion, and I think the climax of devotion is art, and the climax of art is devotion. Art means some expression that you're able to convey through sort of different medium to share some feelings or a mood. And the highest expression of devotion is to do that. And if we have the 64 arts, etc. But I'm saying too much.
No, I was just going to say, if you can a little bit slow down when you speak, because we have also translators in different languages. And they do their best.
We don't want to kill them or anything.
right? Because we're just on the first evening. But no, that's all very good points. But someone might conclude from what you just said that, okay, the real thing, art, there's some echo there. The real thing, the real artist is very rare. And so the rest of us, yeah, well, we're just the foot soldiers. But I have another thought, and that is, well, maybe we should start with another word in English that we might kind of stumble on, and that's the word talent. Talent auf Deutsch, or I don't know, in Russian. Talent. Really? Da, okay. So, okay, that's interesting. So we often think talent, that's something, either you've got it or you don't. And you may feel, we may feel, talent, no, I don't have any talent. And it's true, sometimes we see, you can see so many YouTube videos now of, some kid who's like 3 years old and he's playing Bach on the piano, and so on. So, okay, from a previous life, we say. But the point I want to make is, I think we all have talent. Some of it we engage more, and some of us we engage it more, and some of us less. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Some of you are going to say, well, I have so much talent, but I never get a chance to express it. I never have time. They always put me in the kitchen washing the pots. But what this festival is about, at least as I conceive it, is it's meant to encourage all of us, whatever talent we have, to develop it. Why? Because it's God-given. We say like this in English. We have, each of us, God-given talents. Now, a God-given talent can be for all kinds of things. It can be for taking care of children. This can be a God-given talent, and it can be done artfully. And everything else that we do can be done artfully. And yeah, I just want to suggest that the whole idea of this retreat is to explore some of this, as some of you will be displaying, but the deeper purpose is what I feel our founder Acharya was encouraging, namely that to recognize that every person, every devotee, everyone who comes to this Krishna consciousness movement has so much more potential than we are aware of, and to engage our potential, to let it unfold for the purpose of pleasing the Lord, for the purpose of serving the Vaishnavas, and for the purpose of what Srila Prabhupada called sometimes cultural conquest. Right? He used that expression a couple of times, I think.
Yeah.
You want to say something about cultural conquest?
I had some other thought if we could do it.
Okay.
Just as we can, bhakti, the word bhakti can be used as a noun. Someone has bhakti. Or it can be used as a verb. You're practicing bhakti. And so in the same way Maharaj is saying...
Bhakti-ing.
You can do something artistic.
What are you doing? I'm bhakti.
Sounds a little discouraging initially, but there's a story I heard from a senior devotee from Australia that Srila Prabhupada once told the devotees there, don't think that you're Vaishnavas, don't think you're devotees. And he said, you're just like actors on the stage pretending to be devotees. And then he added the most important comment, but there's so much benefit to that, because when you act, you take on the mood of the person that you're portraying. So that's a verb. We're practicing bhakti, we're thinking about our guru, we're thinking about Srila Prabhupada, Gauri das Pandit, different great Vaishnavas, and we're practicing something, and that's art. We're practicing in an artful way, and that's very important. That was my reflection.
Thank you. What was I going to have you say? I forgot. Okay.
Cultural conquest.
Yes, cultural conquest.
Wow. That's really, it's a big controversy, I find, wherever we go today in ISKCON about dress.
We love controversy. That's what keeps us awake at night.
And they'll look at some devotees and they'll say, my God, he's wearing a t-shirt and he's not wearing a kurta. This one, he's a high-class devotee because he's wearing a kurta. He's a low-class devotee. But it's not obviously about the dress. We all know that. But there's some culture there. Now, if you want to learn culture, and some people, they also insist that unless you're practicing Vedic culture, prabhu, whatever that Vedic culture is, that's confusing to me, but unless you're practicing Vedic culture, prabhu, you're not really a devotee. Okay, well, how am I supposed to get that Vedic culture? You don't... Slow down. You don't get culture by attending some class and someone speaks to you for an hour or two and says, culture means all the ladies shut up and cover their head and stand in the back. That's culture. That may be some person's idea of culture, but we get culture when you go and you live with the people.
That's not culture?
You get culture when you live with the people, and even living with the people. I've been living in Orissa for 30 years. And I've gotten to know the people something. But unless you know the language, you can't really understand the subtle nuances of culture. And even if you know the language, unless you read their poetry, unless you read their literature, you can't really understand the culture. So it's a confusing thing. I'll give you one quick example, slowly. I was once...
example, so I'm already confused.
I was attending one lecture, and a very nice senior devotee was presenting how they're going to establish Varnashram Dharma. And he was mentioning how they were translating books from Indian languages, books about how to grow vegetables, how to work with herbs, how to build houses. Now this talk that he was giving was in Sweden. So he asked for questions, I raised my hand, I said, I like literature, that's my hobby. And I'm trying to understand, you're going to take a book that was written in Odia language 200 years ago, 300 years ago, about how to grow vegetables or how to build houses. How is that going to work for the devotees in Sweden? Because the weather's quite a bit different, and the vegetables are different. And he said, oh, it's a good question. And this comes back to the cultural point, because our culture ultimately is not just based on Indian dress, it's not just based on Bengali songs, but our culture is a culture of devotion. It's controversial. But Srila Prabhupada spoke about that many times. And it's an obvious thing. The way that devotees practice Krishna consciousness in China is not the same as in India, is not the same as in Germany or America. The way devotees practice Krishna consciousness in Gujarat is not the same as Vrindavan. not the same as Orissa, not the same as West Bengal, not the same as South India. So what is Vedic, Prabhu? That's another question. But our culture is not a culture just of externals, but we want the internal culture. And then the externals will manifest in little different ways. The house that you build in Sweden or in Germany is not going to be the same as the house you build in Orissa. Slow.
Thank you. Yes, these are big topics, and we don't want to stretch it out too much, because I think there's something more coming up. But before we proceed, I beg your indulgence. You know what that means? Your indulgence. You know what it means. Some don't. You want to know what the indulgence is for. It's that I read a translation of a poem. Since we're talking about culture and we're talking about art, I thought, just for fun, to share with you a translation of one poem, one song by Surdas.
Right.
I'll read it slowly. So this is spoken by one of the gopis to a certain bird, to a kokila bird. Something's going to happen now. Pankavihari is going to appear. Not yet. Yes? Oh, okay. Go, my friend. Listen to what I say. Go where the Lord of Braj now lives. And bring him back here again. You are a kokila. You're a kokila bird. Shri Shri Kala Lakshmi Singhadevi Ki. You are a kokila bird, well born and dark of body. You understand the anguish of love lost women. No one could better be my benefactor. I know. I've searched the world in every way. The fine reputation you've managed to amass, to gather to yourself, my very life would be a price too cheap to pay for that. My life would be too cheap to pay the price of your reputation. So go sit in his garden, Krishna's garden, raise your lovely voice, and let your words buy me as a slave. Let your words purchase me as a slave. Call out clearly to the Dark One that Kama, that disembodied enemy, besieges helpless women, attacks helpless women. Bring the Lord of Sur back to Braj, and I'll sing your glories right through to the Kali age. So the gopi is praising this kokila bird, begging him or her to be a messenger to bring back Krishna from, presumably from Mathura. And she's saying the reward for your doing this is that I will be praising your glories forever and ever. Why? Because you have done what is so much needed to bring the Lord back. So I thought this is a sweet expression of begging the Lord to return. Our tradition, the Gaudiya tradition, is specifically one of the experiencing and cultivating the sense of the Lord's non-presence. And I'm saying this while the Lord is present. But, okay, finally for this festival, I just wanted to say, let us remember what Krishna says to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. Mat-chitta, mat-gata prana, bodhayanta parasparam, katayantas chamam nityam, tushyanti cha, ramanti cha. He's describing what devotees do. He says, mat-chitta, their consciousness is always on the Lord. And their lives, mat-gata prana, their lives are sold out. They've given their lives to the Lord. They've gone, their lives have gone to the Lord. And, here's the point for us, bodhayanta parasparam. They cause, literally, they cause each other to be enlivened. And then, how do they do it? Katayantas chamam. They constantly speak about and hear about the Lord. And the result? Tushyanti, they are very satisfied. Ramanti, and they're so happy. So this is Krishna's invitation to us. In particular, we are looking how we can open ourselves to the Lord's grace in our each individual ways of expressing, or I should say, the Lord is giving us His mercy in so many ways. We are receptacles, patram, for the Lord. And then, how do we express that? How do we express that reception of the Lord? Essentially, we do it with sankirtan, glorification of the Lord. But this glorification can be in so many different ways. What do you think? What do you think?
Saminiya paraspara, it's back and forth.
Yes.
Paraspara katanam padam bhagavad-gita. The Bhagavatam says that devotees should come together, should learn how to associate by having discussions about Krishna. Paraspara is a word also in Hindi and Oriya, which means back and forth discussion.
Yes.
That's also art.
However, before we move on, I've been neglectful. I haven't properly introduced our guest, Madhavananda Prabhu. We heard he's been in Odisha. They call it Odisha now. 30 years. I didn't realize it's that many years. He's been engaging in wonderful services there all of these years. Some of you are familiar with his literary work. If you're not 50% of your life is wasted.
75.
75. You can subscribe to his newsletter, which comes out every 2 weeks on Ekadashi, which is always sweeter and sweeter and sweeter, especially because his hobby is collecting devotional art, right? That's one of his hobbies. The other is literature. So, what's next? What's on the agenda?
Hare Krishna. So I understand
Hare Krishna.
purpose now. What we should do, Mangala, is we should go to America, like Srila Prabhupada did, and building German houses in America and making Indian temple.
That's what you learned from what they were speaking?
Yes,
Wonderful,
yes.
wonderful. I was just impressed by this kukila bird. What was the bird?
Kukila.
Kukila bird, right. I was just completely impressed by this bird. And I love the fact that all we have to do is doing bhakting. We're doing the right thing. We're in the right place.
We're bhakti-ing.
Bhakti.
You can bhakti, yeah. That's how we do bhakti. What he said also something I forgot. We should together do what?
We have to glorify and discuss and share about the Lord. And one of the sweetest things, I think Maharaj actually got us into this, so we will just blame him again, but is to sing the songs of the acharyas, of the previous saints. You see, we just gathered and the sages are multiplying. More and more are coming. So let's sing more about the Lord and maybe more will manifest.
What do you have here?
So we have a special song that's called...
This is all, looks like telephone.
Yes, I borrowed it from Subhagopal. It has everything.
How we can have this in Navadvip?
You don't worry about it. So the song is called Kali-kukkura Kadan. It's from a sage called Bhaktivinoda. He's also...
Bhaktivinoda.
Yes. He's very connected to our Srila Prabhupada. So, we wanted to sing this song. Maharaj, we would like to ask you if you could sing this song. And perhaps...
I think either you should sing it or Sri Paramahansa Gaura should sing it. You don't know this song?
I know. Do you know the
This
tune
is
that
kali-kukkura Kadan jadi chalahe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how to play it on harmonium.
I can follow.
Mark, if you tell me the tune, then I can play.
Okay. There's a very nice tune that I learned from a very senior Vaishnava in Orissa, which is a little extraordinary.
So, perhaps somebody would like to read a translation. Would you like to read the translation?
I have a hard time. I don't like reading translations. I like to give explanations. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura, he says, kali-kukkura Kadan jadi chalahe. That jadi means if you want to drive out the kukkur, or the dog of Kali, then you should sing the glories of Sri śacī-nandana Gaura Aratik, who's kali-yuga pavana, who purifies kali-yuga, kali-bhaya-nāśana. Am I going too fast? Who destroys the fear of Kali-yuga. Sri śacī-nandana Gauhe. You sing the glories of that son of Mother Sachi. He's gadādhara-mādana. He drives Gadādhara Pandit mad. Nitā'yera pranadana. He's the life soul of Lord Nityananda. Advaita prabhu jita Gaura. And he's the worshipable personality of Advaita Charja, and he's known as Gaura. I have to say something now. We have a research institute in Jagannath Puri called Gaura, and it's spelled the same way, G-O-R long A. You might think that the translators, they misspelled the word, but in Bengali, That's one of the ways they spell Gaura, but it has a little different meaning. It's the same as Gaura, G-A-U-R-A, but G-O-R-A means that person who's the combined form of Govinda Radha. Therefore it's spelled Gaura. And also in Jagannath Puri it stands for the Gaudiya Odia Research Association. So he goes on. Nimani Vishvambar, that he's Nimai Pandit, he's Vishvambar, the deliverer of the universe, śrīnivāsa-īśvara, the Lord of Śrīnivāsa-charya, bhakata-samūha-cita-corā. And he's very dangerous. He steals the heart of the devotees. Nadīyā-śaśadhara, that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's the Sasadhara, he's the moon over Navadvip. Māyāpura-īśvara, he's the Lord of Mayapur. Nāma-pravartana Sura, and he's that divine personality, that Sura, whose nāma-pravartana, he's giving his own name. Nāma-pravartana Sura. hijana-śiks, he's teaching personalities in the Grihastha ashram by being a Grihastha himself for so many years. And nyāsikula-nāyaka, he's also the hero, the Nayaka, of those persons who are in the renounced order of life. And he's Madhava Radha Bhava Pura. He's known as Madhava, the husband of the goddess of fortune. And he's Radha Bhava Pura. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but he's feeling Radha Bhava Pura. He's just overflowing with the ecstasy and the sentiments of Srimati Radharani. And Bhaktivinoda goes on, so a few more verses. Sarvabhauma Sodana, he's that personality who purified Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Gajapati Tarana, he delivered Gajapati Maharaj Prataparudra. Ramananda Poshana Vira, he's a great hero. And he's that personality, he's Ramananda Poshana. Poshana means you get some nourishment. We spoke with one of the Mahants, the Mahant at the Jagannath Vallabha Gardens. Actually came to our ashram to see our library. And he told us some interesting facts about the tradition of that place. You may have heard of a book called Jagannath Vallabha Natakam, famous book by Ramananda Roy. And according to him, Ramananda Roy stayed there at Jagannath Vallabha Gardens, and when he returned from South India with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they stayed in Jagannath Vallabha Gardens for a few weeks, and together they discussed and came up with this book, Jagannath Vallabha Natakam. So Mahaprabhu, one of his names is Ramananda Poshana. He's a personality who nourishes Ramananda Roy. He's Rupananda Vardhana. He's that personality who he increases the ecstasy, the ananda of Rupa Goswami. He's Sanatana Palana. He maintains and protects Sanatana Goswami. Haridasa-modana. He brings great happiness to Haridas Thakur, and he's known as Dhira. He's very, very sober, very grave. Brajarasa Bhavana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he's the source of all different Brajaras. He's the object of Brajaras, and he's giving Brajaras. He's Dusta Mata Satana. He's the destroyer. He kills demons. Krishna kills demons. Parityanaya sadhanam vinashaya chaduskritam. But Mahaprabhu does it Dusta Mata Satana. He kills a demoniac mentality. And Kapati Vigatana, those personalities who have some deceitful mentality, he destroys that, and he attracts them by his own beauty. He's Sudha Bhakta Palana. He coming to taste what it's like to be a devotee, but by doing so he's also nourishing all the devotees, Palana. Suska Jnana Tadana, and he's chastising Tadana, the Suska Jnana, this dry conceptions, dry knowledge. Chala Bhakti Dushana, and he's destroying all Chala Bhakti. Chala Bhakti means some cheating devotion. And he's known as Ram, the giver of pleasure. So this is this wonderful song. My Gurmas like this song very much also. So we'll go ahead and try to sing this. In between each set of stanzas, we'll sing the first line that is a chorus. Kali-kukkura Kadan Jani Chao Hey. Kali-kukkura Kadan Jani Chao Hey. Kali-yuga pavana kali-bhaya-nāśana. śacī-nandana Gauri. śacī-nandana Gauri. śacī-nandana gadādhara-mādana nitā'yera dana advaita prabhu cita-corā. Gadādhara-mādana nitā'yera dana advaita prabhu cita-corā. śrīnivāsa-īśvara bhakata-samūha-cita-corā. śrīnivāsa-īśvara bhakata-samūha-cita-corā. nadīyā-śaśadhara māyāpura-īśvara nāma-pravartana sura. nadīyā-śaśadhara māyāpura-īśvara nāma-pravartana sura. hijana-śiks nyāsikula-nāyaka Madhavananda. Ramananda
This was amazing. What do you think, Ram brother?
I lost my job.
This was
Yes. Yeah, it was
This
very sweet, and I feel my heart is opening for the Sangha. I think I stay a little longer here.
great idea. I think it will be fun with you.
Will it be prashad?
For sure. Just be a little patient. I feel we actually invoked some mercy of the Lord. Did you hear that? I
Yeah.
think He's ready for giving us more mercy. I mean, you should know better.
Ah,
Maybe we need to sing more of His glories. What do you think?
we should sing more the glories, and then maybe He will display His divine lotus feet.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Lotus feet.
I know that Vrajaduta knows, but I don't know. There is somebody who will sing, who will lead us into meditation on Lord Nrsimha's lotus feet.
Who will that be?
Let's be patient. Oh, Madhavishori, wonderful. So this will be very sweet. So we welcome the devotees to come forward and pray to the Lord for His mercy.
So the idea is devotees must go.
So yes, our Director Lakshmi will give us the blessings of Lord Nrsimha's lotus feet. So please, you can already make your path and go forward. Yes, please everybody feel encouraged because we have so much mercy more coming.
One who thinks himself lower than the grass, who is more tolerant than the tree, and who does not expect personal honor, yet is always prepared to give all respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. In this age of Kali, there is no other means for self-realization than chanting the holy name of Lord Hari.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Devargatiranyata. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Mangala, I heard some divine sound like angel coming from the sky. What was this?
I think we made it, Ram brother. I think we made it to the market which you were speaking about.
When you speak about market, where is food?
That's later. First the fun, remember? And the nectar.
Fun! More fun.
Yes, even more fun. This is now the market of the holy name. Marketplace of the holy name. And now we will meet some more personalities from this market. I've heard, that's what I've heard. I don't know.
I heard something. I heard that this marketplace of the holy name need much more space here. Much more space. So if you want that the market to be appearing, then please make a little bit of space, like till here where the harmonium is standing.
So for the next part, apparently, Harinamamrita and Kirtanandini and all their associates have had something to do for the last 2 days. And let's see what they prepared.
More space for the marketplace, please! And more light.
Once upon a time, in a small village called Ambikakalna, located across the Ganges, nearby Shantipur, lived a great devotee of Lord Gauranga and Nityananda named Gauri das Pandit. The Lord, together with Nityananda, decided to travel along the Ganges and visit Gauri das Pandit before leaving Navadvip and taking sannyas.
I am that you have come to my village. What has brought you here?
My dear Gauri das Pandit, we have come to say farewell.
Farewell?
The world is in a suffering condition, and only remedy and hope is congregational chanting of Hare Krishna, Maha Mantra. And so I have decided to take sannyasa and preach. Therefore, we decide to heading to Vrindavan.
Wait, you're just passing by to go to Vrindavan? You're leaving? Leaving me behind? No, no, you must stay, my lord. How will I live without you?
Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, who are none other than Lord Krishna and Balaram, are the controllers of the universe and completely independent. However, they are fully controlled by the desire of their pure devotees.
My dear Gauri Das, because of your unflinching faith and devotion to us, we cannot leave you. Therefore, we decided to expand ourselves to deities of Gaura Nityananda.
How merciful you are, my lord. Wow, you're so beautiful.
These forms are not different from us. They will always stay here. You may worship them with devotion. And in that way, you will be always in our company. Now, we will leave for Vrindavan.
No, my lord. You cannot leave me. You know what? I changed my mind. You must stay.
What do you mean you've changed your mind?
I've changed my mind. If you say you're not different than your deities, why don't they just leave and you stay, please?
All right.
No, stop! You're trying to trick me again. You cannot leave. What will I do without you? Please stay. No, stop, please. Let them leave. You stay here with me, please.
All right. No. But we are not different from our deities. Please, let us leave and you worship Gaura Nityananda.
But if you say you're not different from them, let them leave and you stay, please. Please. No, please.
happened so many times that after a while, Gauri das Pandit forgot which set was originally Nimai and Nitai, and which ones were the deities. Finally, in frustration, he agreed to let them live.
My lord, you are known as Swarat, completely independent. You are known as Ishvara Parama Krishna, the one who controls everyone and everything. Yet here I am trying to control you, not realizing that the deities are not different from you. I've caused you so much trouble. What a fool I am! Please forgive me. I will worship Gaur Nityananda for the rest of my life.
Gauri das Pandit worshipped Gaura Nityananda for many years with great care and attention, and for this he was very much respected. He started to take disciples who helped him with the service of Gaura Nityananda. His dearest disciple was Sri Hridayananda. One day, a couple of weeks before Gaura Purnima, Gauri das Pandit called for Hridayananda.
Hridayananda! Oh, Hridayananda, come here. Come here.
Gurudev, Amagyana-timirandasya, Yananjana-shalakaya, Chakshurumilkanyena, Tasmai Shri-Gurave Namaha. You have called for me, Gurudev. How can I serve you?
Oh, Hridayananda, I'm so pleased with your sincere attitude. I have planned to visit some of my disciples in the coming days, and I need you to take care of my deities during that time. But please, do not worry. I will be back before Gaur Purnima.
Gurudev, it will be such an honor for me to have this opportunity to serve your beloved Shri Gaura Nityananda. And I will be very careful about your worship.
Thank you. When I come back, I want to invite all the villagers and sadhus of Ambika Kalna and other neighboring villages to come celebrate Gaur Purnima on the banks of the Ganges. But Hridayananda, please don't do anything before I come back. No preparations, no nothing without my approval. Just wait for me to come back.
Yes, Guru.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. It's been a week already. Gaur Purnima is coming closer and Gurudev has still not returned. I'm starting to worry about the arrangements for the festival. If Vaishnavas are going to come in time, the invitations must be sent out. So even though my Gurudev told me not to do anything without his approval, let me, with a prayerful heart, send out invitations so all the Vaishnavas can come here for Gaur Purnima. Here's an invitation for you. Please come. Come for Gaur Purnima. Here's one for you, Maharaj, as well. Please, come and celebrate Gaur Purnima.
What is all this?
Oh, Gurudev!
What is going on here?
You're back, Gurudev. Gurudev, has it such an honor to serve your beloved Gaur Nitai? But I was a bit worried, since Gaur Purnima was approaching and you have not been back, so I started out giving out invitations.
What?
Today.
I have clearly told you not to do anything without my approval. You have the audacity to send out invitations without my permission? Oh, you rascal!
Please forgive me. Please forgive me, Gurudev.
You know what? Forget about the festival. I no longer desire to see you here. You may leave. If you want forgiveness, go and chant on the banks of the Ganges.
Yes, Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, what a fool I am to disobey the orders of my spiritual master. For one who neglects the orders of Guru, there's no hope of spiritual advancement. What a foolish and offensive person I am. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What will become of me?
Oh, Vaishnava Thakur, why are you lamenting in this way? Oh, is this because of your intense separation from Krishna? It is a duty of a wealthy man like me to give in charity to the great Vaishnavas. Therefore, please accept this humble offering and use it in the service of Lord Hari.
Please, leave me alone. I'm a sinful man who has disobeyed the orders of my spiritual master, Gauri das Pandit.
You are a disciple of the great Gauri das Pandit? What an honor for me to meet you. Please, tell me more about your spiritual master and tell me about Krishna. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, you have to accept this gift. Give it to your spiritual master. Thank you so much. I feel hopeful again. Oh, now, yes, I will go to my Guru and try to please him with your wonderful gift. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please do. Hare Krishna.
Gurudev! Oh, Hidananda! Gurudev!
Gurudev. I knew you would come back. I'm so happy to see you.
Gurudev, such a rash disciple. Do you know, Gurudev, when I went to the banks of the Ganges to change japa, as per your instruction, I met a wealthy businessman. He seemed very favorable to Krishna consciousness. And he gave me this gift.
Oh. What is this?
It's a generous donation of money. And we can use it in Krishna's service.
Oh, how wonderful the Lord is acting. Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda have a plan all along. Oh, Hridayananda, please, with this money, I want you to arrange the most beautiful festival of Gaur Purnim for all the devotees. We shall celebrate Gaur Purnim as never before. Shri Shri Gaur Purnim Maha Mahotsava ki Jai! What are you waiting for? Start the preparations now!
Hridayananda started to prepare for the festival. People came from all directions. They gathered on the bank of the Ganges, close to the temple of Shri Shri Gaura Nityananda. An intense kirtan drawn all the devotees completely mad in ecstatic love. The kirtan was so wild and jubilant that even Shri Shri Gaura Nityananda could not hold themselves back. They secretly went out from the temple and joined the devotees. Meanwhile, in the temple, it was time for the evening offering, and the pujari Gauri das Pandit was to enter the altar.
What? What is this? Kuranitai, where are they? Has someone stolen them? Gurudev! Gurudev!
Yes? What is going on?
The deities, they are gone.
What? But they were just here! My lord! Borogangadas, could you please get the devotees from the Ganges? We must search everywhere to find them! Nitā'yera! My lord!
Gurudev. The deities, they are dancing with the devotees. Dancing with the devotees in the kirtan.
I cannot believe my eyes! But they're trying to cheat me again! If they now dance with devotees, I may never see them back in the temple. I must chase them back! Come back here! Come back! Get back in the temple! Kirtana! Nityananda, come! Lord, don't cheat me like this! Please, come back to the temple right now! Chaitanya! Gornitai! Stop!
The lords, finding no place to hide, finally took shelter in the heart of Hridayananda.
There they are! Hridayananda! Gauris, I have taken shelter of your heart. My Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda jumped in your heart. How fortunate you are. You will be always remembered for this. And from this day on, you will be known as Hriday Chaitanya. One who holds Sri Chaitanya within his heart.
In this way, the devotees of Ambika Kalna celebrated Gaura Purnima in an extraordinary way, and the glories of Shishi Gaura Nityananda were spread all over the world. Since then, Gaura Nityananda's darshan at Gauri das Pandit's temple is offered in many brief intervals, like Banki Vijari in Vrindavan. To keep the deities from jumping off the altar, the pujaris open and quickly close the curtain throughout the darshan time.
Prashad?
I think, Ram brother, you must be really hungry. But indeed, we should invite devotees. We shouldn't starve devotees, isn't it? Do you want to say something a bit about this amazing drama? Or the drama itself tells everything about all the actors? Do you want to say something, Saranamamrita? I think we want to see you again.
Thank you so much for being a supportive crowd. I saw this drama be played in Sweden in Almix. I actually saw the recording of it and I really loved it. So I copied it, made a few changes, got a very nice devotee crew who are so eager to come here and do this. And we would like to offer this to Guru Maharaj and to all the devotees here. I don't know what else to say.
Who are these devotees?
Who are these devotees? So we have Madhyana Lila Mataji there. Then we have Kirtidanandini Mataji. And Vrindavan Mataji. Yamunamrita Mataji. Karalakshmi Mataji. Urugai Prabhu. Udarya Chandrika.
And who are you?
Harinamamrita Devidasi. Shishi Gorintai ki. Shri Simhadeva Bhagavana ki.
By now, I think everybody arrived in Navadvip. Thank you. So, as Ramananda Gopal Prabhu already said, perhaps you would like some prasadam?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to speak about prasadam?
No.
No.
I want to eat prashad. Let's speak about it.
By the way, devotees, Amrita Lahari will be upset with me. This is very important. If you have this, you're in. So basically, please take time to register. She's really efficient and organized. She did this so beautifully with Shravana Ramaniya. So please go to see her here outside on the table. And then you're all welcome to come for prasadam. And tomorrow, after you take wonderful rest, I think everybody should gather again here. What time?
I'm invited again? Should I come again tomorrow?
Yes, please come. 4:30 is auspicious time. You can come at 4:30. There's amazing, very auspicious arati for their lordship who would like to rest soon. So we'll do short. And after that we have more program and Guru Puja for beloved Srila Prabhupada. And then please, after there's a lecture by Maharaj and His Grace Madhavananda Prabhu, or Madhavananda Prabhu, yes, so essential. And after that, breakfast. And please, after that, please gather again here 10 before 10. Thank you so much. Did I forget something? Thank you. Navadvip Dham ki Sadhu Sangha ki Shri Prahlad Lakshmana Simhadeva ki